You're watching Mr. Tony of the Dead's Reviews.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Mr. Tony of the Dead here, and I have another movie review for everybody out there. This one's on a movie called The Hills Have Eyes. This is from Arrow Video USA, directed by Wes Craven and produced by Peter Locke, starring Susan Lanier, Robert Houston, Martin Spear, Dee Wallace, Russ Grieve, John Stenman, Michael Berryman, Virginia Vincent, and James Whitmore. What this movie is about, the Carter family is going to California, and they take they ask directions at this old gas station, and they take this like ill-advised, information on where to go through the desert. And here, when they're there, it's actually like they're not supposed to be there. It's more for military and stuff. So something happens and they run off the road and they're stranded there. And what they don't know is that in the hills around them are these cannibalistic cannibals. Yeah, and they're watching them and they're starting to screw with them. So they just have to try to survive and fight back at these cannibals. This is from 1977, and it's Wes Craven's second film. It's like, well, I should say it's following the Last House on the Left. So he was still like a up-and-coming director at the time. He was they were, the up-and-coming director, that directed The Last House on the Left becomes this movie, The Hills Have Eyes. And it was going to be called Blood Relations, but they changed the title of it. But let me just say, this box set is fantastic. This movie is fantastic. It's just every time, and I don't know what it is. I liked this movie the first time I saw it, and I really like the remakes as well. But the first time I saw this movie, I liked it. Second time, I liked it even more. Now, this is probably the third or fourth time I've watched this. It just keeps getting better to me. I don't know what it is, but every time I watch this movie, I love it even more. And I just don't know what it is. It's just great. And I think, too, I know because it's on Blu-ray now, it's obviously cleaned up. It's in a 4K restoration of the film, but I didn't obviously watch it in 4K. I don't have 4K, but it did look nice. It looks really good, and it's cleaned up obviously, but I still think that people who prefer the VHS look or DVD look are gonna appreciate this too, because I don't think it's cleaned up so much that it's too clean. That's kind of like a vague way to say it, but like really that's what I think. I'm watching this, I'm like, that looks nice, but really, it's not the best quality I've ever seen. And that's not a negative thing. I think, it looks great. I think it's cleaned up as good as it can be. It still has a gritty look to it. The hills are beautiful yet terrifying, and the cast in this is terrific. Everybody, I even like some of the cannibals. Well, not all of them, but they're likable characters. The whole family, the Carter family, they're all likable people. They just did a terrific job in this. And then there's a documentary. It's a little older because Wes Craven's still alive when he was doing it. I don't know what year it's from, but it can't be that long ago. He's alive in it, but they talk to the cast and crew, and they just talk about what they went through to go out there. And I don't want to give anything away because I really want people to watch the documentary. That's from Anchor Bay, actually. Anchor Bay Presents. But it was so good. It was such an informative documentary. It was almost an hour long, and it flew by quick. There's other interviews on here as well. And of course, there's the trailers, there's outtakes, and there's also the alternative ending, which apparently is the first time shown in HD. And to be honest, I prefer the original ending more to the alternative ending, or alternate ending. I think the way they, what they went with was good. But it's just cool to see that. And there's also a booklet in here. There's also postcards and a fucking poster. I'm sorry, but it's just a very well done box set. And now I'll show you. Alright, so I'll show you the box here first. Very cool. Kind of went with the original colors of the well, the original colors from the original cover, but it's like a harder cover box. The side looks really nice, and then you got the booklet in there, and there's the poster now. Like I said, I'll show you all that right now. Alright, so there is the front cover of the Blu-ray, same as the box set. And there's the original cover. See what I mean by it's a little bit different, but they kind of stuck to the same kind of colors with the original one. And the newer artwork is from Paul Shipper, which, you know, bravo. I think that's a terrific cover. I still really do love the classic, but I like this one just as much. I think Paul did a great job, and I really like them both. What do you think? And then on the inside you have the Blu-ray, which is Region A, and then you have a bunch of postcards here, which I'll show you. See, there's a bunch of postcards in here that you get that have like different languages from showing them from the movie. You know, different car posters and stuff like that. Sorry about that, but very cool. Like you can see right there, different language, and then right there, like down there, it must be like Japanese or something. Then there's also this one. I like that one. That's a powerful looking poster, I'll tell you. That one's a nice one too. These are all really cool, really nice. I like them all. And then of course back to the first one. And then here you have the booklet, nice 40-page thick booklet, and in here of course you have the cast and crew, the contents, family activities, Wes Craven's The Hills Have Eyes. The Hills Still Have Eyes. And you talk about the transfer, and also the production credits and the special thanks in there. And the back of it's just blank. And then, like I said, you get this poster, which is the new cover on here, which, like I said, looks awesome. See, you get the continued art in the bottom there, which is on the booklet. And then the cool thing about this is it's reversible, and you have the original poster on the other side. And this isn't like a usual poster where it's like glossy and it's kind of like flimsy looking, like you know, this is tough. This is like thick stuff. It's really very very good quality. Like, it's a really awesome quality for any poster I've ever seen. So Arrow's really gone above and beyond when it came to this box set. So with all that being said, get this. This is a great box set. If you love The Hills Have Eyes, you're going to really enjoy this. It's just fantastic. I absolutely love this edition. I'm not kissing any ass or anything either. I was so excited when I heard that this was coming out, and now I finally have it. It's just awesome. This and the Reanimator box set, I think with their box sets, I think they go above and beyond. But this is one of my favorite ones that they've, you know, put out. All the box sets are pretty cool, but this one, like I said, I was just so excited to see. And it's a great movie. It's a classic. It's horror, and it's like a thriller. It's got some like very disturbing, you know, scenes in it, images. Even nowadays, it's very disturbing. Like with a baby, things they want to do to the baby, and it's just scary. It's a scary kind of movie, and like, it makes you think, like, if you were in that situation, what the hell would you do? And it's, you know, like I said, just a great movie. I can't say enough good things about this. So make sure you check out the trailer for this at the end of this video, and give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Horror Amino. All the links will be below in the description box. Thanks everybody for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.
They wanted to see something different, but something different saw them first. The Hills Have Eyes.
Mister, don't take your family back in that area. The silver has been gone for 40 years now. Besides, there's nothing back in there but animals.
We're lost. The old creep told you not to get off the road.
What began as a vacation ended as a nightmare.
Hell to pay now.
What the hell was that? Turn the lights on, please.
She she knew what the world was all about. But nothing prepared her for this. The hills have eyes.
Oh, you going with my baby?
Get out of the way, bitch.
A mother fighting for her child loses it in the worst possible way.
I hit him with a tire iron and I split his face wide open. That was a bad mistake, I come back for you later, girlie. Why are you doing this?
The story of an American family who lost everything except the will to survive. Murdered, raped, burned, but not beaten. The hills have eyes. The story of one family's refusal to die.
I'm gonna get those animals.
The hills have eyes. A night of terror. A day of vengeance where no one was spared. No one.
Kill the babe! Kill me!
They fought back. Anything was a weapon. The family dog to the family car.
It's working!
The Hills Have Eyes. The most shocking, terrifying film you will ever see, by Wes Craven, writer and director of The Last House on the Left. The hills have eyes. The lucky ones died first.